Hi, welcome to this demo of Spectrum Protect Plus and AWS. By having a Spectrum Protect Plus vSnap on the AWS cloud, Spectrum Protect Plus can protect the databases running on AWS, including DB2, Microsoft, SQL Server, Microsoft Exchange Server, Oracle, and MongoDB. In this demo, I'm going to show you how you can purchase from AWS storage to be used as a vSnap for a on-premise Spectrum Protect Plus version 10.1.3.1 server. So I'll be walking you through the Amazon Marketplace and how to provision this vSnap storage and how it gets added into Spectrum Protect Plus. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you'll need to do is log into your AWS account. From inside of AWS, you'll want to look for Marketplace. So we'll just do a search on that from Services. And now if you go to the left-hand side drop-down and you go into Discover Products, if you type in Spectrum Protect Plus, you will see our Spectrum Protect Plus offering. You can then click on this, and that will take you to the Spectrum Protect Plus page. The first thing Amazon requires you to do is subscribe to IBM Spectrum Protect Plus's AMI. Click Continue to subscribe, and then you'll need to accept the terms of the subscription. It will take a few minutes for the subscription to be verified. So let's go ahead and go into pricing on the top there. The first thing you need to do is choose a region, and this will be what's closest to you. And then secondly, you need to choose, is this a new virtual private cloud or an existing virtual private cloud for your company? We'll show in this demo an existing VPC. Next, you'll want to choose a compute bundle, and Amazon refers to these as EC2s, which are different instance types. And the different EC2s are based upon the Spectrum Protect Plus blueprints. And if you hover above these different ones, you'll see that they consist of core, RAM, network, and storage. And each of these bundles just has a different amount and different types of these entities in them. So you can pick the one that's the best fit for your Spectrum Protect Plus. You'll also notice that the Spectrum Protect license has a zero cost because we are licensing the Spectrum Protect Plus server that's on premise in your environment. But the vSnap storage that we're allocating on AWS will have cost associated with it, and that is listed here on the side and is set by Amazon. Okay, assuming we select the first EC2 as the recommended one, we will now get an estimated infrastructure cost. And this is actually broke down into what that includes. It does have the EC2 that we selected. Below that are 3 elastic block storages. The first one is for the vSnap and has 1 terabyte allocated. You can actually choose anywhere between 500 gig and 100 terabytes. And of course, the pricing will change accordingly. The second one is for your cloud cache, and the third one is for your vSnap OS. And these are all on different types of block storage. And then finally below, we also have an elastic IP listed. This cost is just an estimate, and it is set by Amazon. Okay, in the next section, the usage information, we're going to need to download a template. And depending if this is a new VPC, virtual private cloud, or if you already have an existing VPC, you will download a different templates. And templates are important because they will walk you through the gathering of the information that's required for AWS to be able to deploy and connect your storage, if this is an existing VPC, to the Spectrum Protect Plus environment. So the difference between the two deployment options is that if you're deploying IBM Spectrum Protect Plus into a new VPC, then that option builds a new AWS environment, and that consists of the VPC, subnets, NAT gateways, security groups, and other infrastructure components. And then it deploys the IBM Spectrum Protect Plus into that new VPC. However, it does not register the vSnap server in the on-premise IBM Spectrum Protect Plus server. You have to do that manually. If you deploy the IBM Spectrum Protect Plus into an existing VPC, then that option is going to provision Spectrum Protect Plus in the existing AWS infrastructure and register the vSnap server in the on-premise SPP server automatically. Click on View Cloud Formation Template, and now scroll down and click on Download Cloud Formation Template. And this will kick off the download. Now that you've downloaded the template for deploying IBM Spectrum Protect Plus into an existing VPC on AWS, we now need to launch the AWS Cloud Formation. So type in Cloud Formation, that'll bring up your existing stacks, and we now want to add in a new stack for Spectrum Protect Plus. So click on Create Stack. You'll need to choose the template you just downloaded, so click on Choose File, select the file, and then go ahead and once it's been uploaded, click Next. Now you'll enter the stack specific details, starting with a stack name that you choose. Now you'll select your existing VPC ID from the drop-down. The subnet that you choose does need to be private. The availability zone has to work in conjunction with the private subnet that you just specified, so choose accordingly. The key pair name is a public-private key, which allows you to connect securely to your vSnap server instance, and this is a key pair you created in your preferred region. And then you're going to enter the vSnap server repository size. You'll have calculated this from the Spectrum Protect Plus blueprints and Spectrum Protect Plus sizer, which are out on the web. So go ahead and enter that number. And then you want to choose a instant type. This is the EC2 that correlates with the amount of vSnap server repository you do need. Next, you're going to need to enter an ID for the vSnap server, so enter a ID and password to be utilized with that vSnap storage, and then pick a time zone. The next section will prompt you for Spectrum Protect Plus information. Remember, you'll only see this screen if you're doing an existing VPC. Enter your Spectrum Protect Plus user. This does have to be a super user. And enter the password associated with that Spectrum Protect Plus user. If we switch over to Spectrum Protect Plus and log on, we can then go and take a look at the users, and you will see that the admin super user does exist out there. Back in AWS, go ahead and click Next. This will take us to the advanced option page. You can leave most of the options the same. Click Next. On the following screen, you will be prompted to acknowledge the AWS Cloud Formation might create IAM resources. So click on I acknowledge, and now click on Create Stack. Depending on the amount of space you're carving out, it'll take anywhere up to like 15 minutes. You can see here that the creation has started. Here we can see create in progress. Once the creation has completed, you can switch back to Spectrum Protect Plus. And if we go into the disk storage, you'll now see that we have our new disk storage available for Spectrum Protect Plus to use as a vSnap. Okay, let's take a look now if there is a failure during this creation process, what to do, and some suggestions on how to handle that. If you did see some failures like this in the AWS error log, remember that we did have AWS automatically clean up everything if anything happened on the installation failure, whether it was just a bad password or if there was some type of network problem. Regardless, AWS cleaned up after itself. And so what that means is that the image is not out there to troubleshoot with. So in order to troubleshoot, we're going to recreate another image, but this time one thing we're going to change is under advanced options, we want to disable the stack creation option so that when the failure occurs, the stack will still be there, as well as all of the logs and everything else, so that we can work with Amazon or IBM to figure out what went wrong. If we reran it with the stack creation set to disabled, then another thing we could take a look at are the actual logs. In order to do that, you'll need to copy over the physical ID. So copy that over and then go back into services, and you're going to search on a service called Cloud Watch. And if you click on Cloud Watch and enter logs, then you can drill down into the different log groups and read about the information inside of these different log streams. And hopefully that will help you or support identify what the issue is. One other troubleshooting hint: if the stack fails and you try and look for the instant ID in CloudWatch, but you can't find anything in there, or if the instant ID doesn't exist under resources, it might be because the failure occurred on a step even before launching the vSnap server, and probably the error is related to some AWS resource that failed to create. Here on the screen, I have some examples of those types of errors, and you can see these errors in the CloudFormation event page. So in conclusion, I have shown you how to use Amazon AWS to provision vSnap storage for an existing Spectrum Protect Plus on-premise server. And I showed you the path where you already have a virtual private cloud in place on AWS. And remember, the one caveat for this process is that Spectrum Protect Plus does need to be at version 10.131. And then after you've gone ahead and provisioned new storage and everything, you can always upgrade your Spectrum Protect Plus server to other levels. Thank you very much.